is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
That's right. Episode 181.
181.
Wow. 32 seconds. Not even.
I don't give a fuck. It's
Wow.
Christmas.
36 seconds. Both records, I feel like.
Oh boy, we could start off the show.
Mwah, there goes.
Swearing and singing.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. We ain't getting sponsored.
Fucking.
You gotta love it. If you ain't.
Are we starting the show like this?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
1 minute in, and they've already turned it off.
1 minute in, you've already turned it off. Now you're gonna get some barbecue sauce.
So we actually have a lot to talk about today.
And some wings.
Did I laugh like a goose?
Like a goose.
Did you hear me honk at the end there? Honk. Dude, I ever tell you? I know we got a lot to cover today, but did I tell you?
We're having fun. We're friends.
Did I
this
tell
is
you
friendship.
about the time we went to the zoo and I shit talked a donkey into like making the noise at me? So I went up. We were at the petting zoo
okay.
part.
The honk.
I got him to honk at me, and it was really funny because I think I funny in a sense of like. In the context, I feel like I made him feel self-conscious about it because, like, we're going up. It's
my dick, man.
Well, I'm out with the family, and I want to show my kid the donkey, and the donkey was just fucking, to be honest, minding his own business. And I
Dick move.
I walk up to him, and if I imitate a sound, maybe the animal will do said sound. So I was up there.
That's what they tell you in the wild.
Oh wait, no. How did I do it? It wasn't that bad. It was like that. It's fucking.
Were there other people around?
It was the Michael Jordan meme. Like that dude took it personally, and then looked at me. And then proceeded to honk back very loudly, very. Aggressive, some would say.
Why?
And I'm like, why are you mad at me, jackass?
Because he was minding his own business, and you come up and you just
That's
start
a beautiful.
honking
That
at
is
him.
a great pun. I called him a jackass. And again, in hindsight, he's probably just minding his own fucking business, and I interrupted it.
Why are you?
But hey, that's the time that I.
That's what you get for being a donkey in a petting zoo,
It just makes you
motherfucker.
think that we're closer to animals than you think. Because I
Uh-huh.
truly feel like that dude was like, you know what, man? I don't go to your fucking job when you're on your lunch break and go, oh, I'm a human.
Also, that's not his job. He's trapped there. Like,
That's true.
As long as they
Aren't we
have
all
use
trapped
for him,
in
and
this
then they'll
game of
kill him
life?
for dog food when he's no longer useful. So
My
just,
dog could be eating him right now. Think about that. And
How long ago was this petting zoo?
The
incident?
second of life.
How long was it?
Within maybe the last year.
Okay.
It was recent, but it
Was
wasn't
it-
like
did
the
the
last
donkey
time I was at the zoo. Because I've been to the zoo
Seem
since.
old?
I don't. Oh my god! To be honest, I don't think I've seen that donkey since. I'm not saying that donkey's dead. I'm just saying I haven't seen it since.
If you've seen this donkey in your dog's poop, please call this number.
It's Fido. Not the dog, the donkey.
Yeah. How did a dog get my dog food?
Wow, what a way to start the show.
Well, hey, I was telling. Here's a funny
I
thing.
just fucking
Funny story.
pissed
I was telling we're off topic. Off topic. By the way, I'm Tyler.
I'm Jake. I'm the guy who pissed off
We're
a donkey.
I had therapy today, and
Never mind.
we had already discussed her listening to my music, and I didn't know if she could or not. I didn't know if that was something. Right. Like if I see her out in public, like we're supposed to, like we're acquaintances, right? Like she's not my therapist out in public. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
different stuff like that.
Which is a weird dynamic but that's true. But they also know a lot about you. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't mind, but I'm more of the mind that like I don't want her getting in trouble with any board or state.
Well, yeah,
you know what I'm saying,
don't want to
right?
do anything would seem unethical.
But I was talking about the podcast today in the session, and I was telling her how much fun it was because like 2 weeks ago we just started shitting on Mel Gibson and M. Night, and I told her about the Mel Gibson, and she just lost it a little bit.
About the part that was like, there's no reason to discern the two,
except for except
the fact
for
that you just,
one looks more like
we could have
Crocodile
kept going
Dundee.
that way, but you're like, no, he's a bigot too. Like, what the fuck? Okay, he's a bigot too.
But yeah. So
Speaking
if
of
you're
bigots.
listening, hi. But no. I was like, yeah, you can listen to our podcast.
Yeah.
We're just it's dumb.
Dumb fun.
Damn.
So
fun.
I want to start off our first segment
Uh-huh.
because we're talking about Dune prophecy.
Prophecy.
You're going to be talking about Skeleton Crew again.
Yeah. 'Cause
Uh,
somebody can't find the fucking time in their busy schedule, even though I'm working
can I be
exponentially money more.
Tyler, I do need to watch this because
It's fun.
you know what? I am currently, and I'm not like the bad faith fucking algorithm chasing bullshit non-fan fucks. I was trying to think how many things could I put in
Dick
here.
licking ass.
You know, the type. No, I'm actually coming from someone that actually likes Star Wars and doesn't just hate on it for fucking clicks. But what I'm saying is, like, I think I have been avoiding it subconsciously because I'm just kind of like not really, and I've been like, you and I've talked about this. I've been like this for a while. I just haven't been as interested in Star Wars as I
Fair.
used to be.
But do you remember how you felt like when you first watched that first Star Wars, and you were just totally just entranced by it? You're just hooked in.
It's the fun of it. Yeah.
It's the fun of it. It's the wonder, adventure,
All that shit.
battle. Royale. But there's also
Well, it's the
there's
classic
also
hero's
friendship.
journey and all that.
There's
shit.
also lessons. I mean, it's the
a good
total
movie.
fucking package, dude. And Skeleton Crew is one of those shows to me. Now we'll talk about
Save
that
that.
later. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I do want to talk about Creature Commandos.
Okay, boss.
I do want to talk about Creature Commandos and then a little bit about like the DCU because as this goes live, they'll have the first trailer was going to drop on Thursday. So when
And
this
by
goes
the way,
up, it will
I'm
drop.
totally okay if he puts a cat in the tree moment. I don't know what the fuck you're all.
Oh,
freaking out
I've heard
about.
rumors that this is going to be score based and not like his usual like needle drop.
Score based.
Like the music of the movie is score based, not needle drop based. Like he's not going to rely on licensed music.
Well, he's probably gonna have some.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, unlike his other movies and shows where there's a lot in there, it's not gonna. It's gonna be more of a traditional Superman story, and I'm pretty psyched about it. That's what I love. The fact that they dropped Legacy from the title. I'm like, fuck it, this is just Superman. Like this is it. This is a new Superman, new generation, all that. We'll talk about that first.
Fuck
Dune Prophecy, which I did not know. I thought this was going to be 8 episodes, so I didn't know this was the penultimate episode.
Last week at some point after our last episode, I
you
realized
saw the
it was only
2
6.
episode.
No, I thought it was only 6. I looked it up for something else, and I saw, and it was like it's a 6 episode, and I'm like, oh, which is great because honestly, this is the way you should do it.
And yeah, I
Introduce a core of characters, and we're gonna follow them, and this is the story. And we're done.
I think as more production gets put behind these shows, and we're experimenting more and more with runtime in episodes. Honestly, I feel like, and I know it's an investment, but I feel like if you were to release like every few months, like 1 or 2 like 90-minute episodes, I think people would be totally fine with that, and it gives them plenty of because like I was on the same page with you where I was like, to me, I was like, well, shit, I didn't know there's only 6, but then I was also like, I think it makes, and especially with this episode, it makes sense to do it this way, and I like doing it this way because for a long time with like fucking Netflix shows, Daredevil we've talked about is a show that is 13 episodes, could have been 10 each season. It could have been like 10
the new
episodes.
one is gonna be like 18, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're splitting it up. It's going to be 9 each. But I agree. 6 I think 6 to 10 in that area is kind of the sweet spot.
Related but not.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, but related but not. Right now we have Skeleton and Crew, Creature Commandos, and Dune Prophecy. Right now, in 2 weeks we'll have maybe one, and after that, and 2 weeks after that, we won't have any.
Yeah, because
What's the next thing coming out? What's the next TV show that we would review coming out? Boys in February.
Well, Captain America, but that's
February.
just a movie, so that's only a one.
I'm excited for that. When
Oh,
we get
I want to see more about Thunderbolts because the little clips that I've seen,
When
I'm
is
like,
that,
this
summer?
is May. Yeah, I think that's like the first. It might
well,
be.
I think we're gonna get Sentry.
Well, he dropped out though. Like when the dude who's invincible and he's Glenn. I can't think of his name.
Oh, he was in a lot of trailers, wasn't he? Bob.
What?
The Sentry. His real name is Bob.
Yeah, I know, and they recast. I forgot. Right. I thought they were
What are you
doing
talking about?
Glenn something. I can't remember the fucking dude from not Glenn.
Maverick.
Steve. It's Steve something. Shut. I can't think of it. I'm not gonna look it up. Point is, he dropped out, and then I forgot who they recast for it, and that's fine. I don't really care because I'm just interested if they're actually going
I'm
to do the
excited
Century.
to see something that's in the
But anyway,
main
Dune
Marvel
Prophecy.
okay.
Fuck.
It's called Off Panel Off Topic. Read the
Oh shit!
fucking
By the way,
title.
we're gonna review Absolute Batman #3, so we got a jam-packed episode. Dune
yeah.
Prophecy episode 5. I think it's like In Blood Truth or something like that. So we're dealing with what happens episode 4 when Desmond Hart burns everybody, and there's something about the subtleties of this show. So like the first thing we find out is it Javid? The Emperor
Haviko.
What? Oh, there's a J. God, I'm so white. So they say his name, and I always see that J, and I'm like, Haviko.
Hey, Javy. Let's go have a beer. We're old friends, me and
Emperor
Jav.
Jav.
Me and Jav.
So
It's Haviko. Havi's been arrested.
appoints him Bashar.
Bashar.
I just had a fucking stroke on air.
Listen, hang on. Before we continue. No, I'm serious.
He named him Caesar's Pizza.
Hang on. In the name of Little Caesars. What the hell? Jesus Christ, I'm just shocked. I just broke every... We're all dead.
Just shot me.
No, shocked.
Oh.
You didn't hear that?
Yeah, I know, but I thought
Oh,
you said
no.
you shot me.
No. Who shot Jake? Tyler. Sorry. See, you did it.
I'm bumping the fucking...
Yeah, it was my mic. My mic
Yeah,
did
yeah,
something.
I'm bumping the table.
Yeah, is it still working?
Yeah,
by
it's
the way?
fine. It's
Okay.
recording. So.
Yeah, most people listening are
Yeah,
like, I wish you would have shut up, you fuck. Okay.
Jesus. We're never going to get on track.
When I first started reading the Dune books and everything, they use terms like Baron, Duke, Bashar,
Yeah.
things like that, are kind of alien to
Yeah.
normal American
Bashar.
21st century dudes like us. What are we called?
I'm just thinking of the name of Little Caesar.
We're starting a band.
So
normal American 21st
So here's
century
what happened.
dudes.
No, here's how we're going to review this. All right, Dune Prophecy. Here's what happened. So, Emperor Javiko,
Emperor Jack,
named
Emperor Pepperjack,
named Desmond Hart, the Little Caesars of his like Little Caesars guy, Czar, Bashar of his little like elite group.
No, I was saying don't feel bad about like not remembering all these. The only
It's
reason
only
I do
Dune
is
that I
because
fuck
I've
up.
read so much of
Yeah,
it.
but it's only Dune.
In the later Dune books, there's a Bashar named Miles Teg, and he's a descendant of the Atreides.
So this is a big deal. So like he essentially makes him the leader of like a elite like Black Ops team, pretty much. And I love
yes and no.
because by the end of the episode, he's having his son lead that one
Bashar is
like a general.
Yeah, but he's basically saying like he's the closest. He's one of the closest
He's the
people
ear
to
to
the
the Emperor,
and I'm
yeah.
telling everybody, and I'm the Emperor, and I'm telling everybody this guy.
He
this guy
imposes
right
my
here,
will. Yeah.
This guy right here, and then he goes go. And
that's
of
why-
course, Francesca. The reason why his son gets the thing is because his wife, who's her.
No,
his-
I know, but I want to talk about the scene after that. So he announces him it's his thing, and then he goes to his quarters, and then the other Harkonnen, what was his name?
I can't remember.
But he shows up, be like, "Hey man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do all that shit with the
When
Emperor."
they get real fucked up.
But that's my favorite part. Subtlety, right? Because I don't think about these things when I think about people getting fucking ripped off.
I don't know. This is your story. You tell me.
God, so good. So good. But, so, yeah, he's like, hey, I could kill you. It's pretty much streaming. So I'm going to do some fucking coke. I mean, spice. Snort it up. Here, you do a bump. And give me some information I could use. But what I love about the subtleties is as he's talking about it, he just constantly just goes... I just hear him sniffing.
We need to understand a couple things here. You got a guy that was on Arrakis. Spice is nothing to him. This is talking about a guy who's been doing coke for like 20 years.
Yeah, I know.
And he's talking to a dude who's never done it.
He was swallowed by a worm.
It doesn't matter how the fact that they're one of the one of the houses in the Landsrad or whatever. It doesn't matter because they probably have never even seen Spice. Because they're so low on the totem pole. I mean, it would be so expensive for them to have it. So, yeah, he basically is like, hey, it's the same thing as like, here's a drink. Oh, you've never had a drink? Oh, you feeling a little woozy? Why don't you tell me a little secret? You know?
Yeah.
And, of course, he is.
Well, and he knows that the dude likes, like, everybody loves spice. Everybody. So he knew that he could.
It's a hell of a drug.
Yeah. So, but I just love the subtlety of that, of a dude who sounds like he just took a bump of coke and is like, all right, here's what I know. Here's what I know, man. And
well, yeah, did you notice the guy was like...
Yeah, no, as soon as he started to do it and tell him, like, he's getting into it, and then you see Desmond being like, okay.
You ever smoked...
That was my favorite.
You ever smoked weed with somebody the first time they've ever smoked? After, like, it's fun.
You've been doing it a while? Yeah.
It's fun because you're like, whoa, and, you
What's that like?
You want to, like, this is different in the show, but you obviously want to be like, okay, if they freak out, I'm here for them. But you're cool. In the show, he's basically like, I'm gonna get you addicted, so you tell me everything you want, everything I want you to.
And then I'm gonna give you. It's your
so
cable.
sorry.
You keep.
Listen,
loose.
I do my podcast like I do my rock and roll. All right, picking up the stand,
balls deep,
like Steven Tyler with a scarf around the damn thing.
Talk this way.
Yeah. Like I want to damn it.
See, that's why you can't.
I can't
Stop
fucking
with
rock
it.
like a
Jesus.
pod. Okay. Sorry, everybody, speakers.
No. I'm not sorry.
I'm not sorry for your fucking speakers. I'm not sorry for your fucking car.
Or your ears either.
We're Oasis. Hey, I'm Liam, and that's
Oh, wow.
no. What? Oh, we're not.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
We're not.
Anyway.
That's exactly fucking right. So,
The spice. My thing about that was like, it just really. I throughout this series, I've liked how there's been more interpretation of the effects that spice has on people, and then as we continue down this episode, I gotta say, Desmond, like the guy who's I keep forgetting his name, but the guy who plays Desmond,
Travis something. He finally
Great.
showed up in one of
And
the end show things.
And that story of when he
for like 5 seconds.
That part where he's like, when he asked them that question, he goes, "I don't know, it's your story. You tell me." Like, it's just like him being a little bit playful. And then him going immediately to work and a smart bait and switch. Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, did he already fucking figure out about Atreides being in the rebellion? Like, what the hell? Because the scene where the next scene we see him in is him walking. He's like, swordsman, like, and like just like,
oh well, dude, he's doing that because he wants to, he
wanted to get him to round up the other.
He wants him to be on his toes.
Yeah,
I'm looking up something. Tell him, keep going.
And then. Yeah, and just seeing him go and like that whole fight sequence of him doing the raid on the smuggler's den, that was so fucking cool. Like that whole fight sequence.
Yeah.
And then the reveal of her taking out the blade and just fucking that dude up, and then Atreides figuring out that she was with the Bene Gesserit. And I love that sequence at the end of that where he just goes, "I've seen that blade before, sister." And I was just like, oh, shit. this Atreides guy, he knows some things, obviously, because the woman he loves is who's going to be in the Bene Gesserit. But yeah, I just love that whole sequence, like that, the dynamics of it, of Desmond having these guys raid this place, and then him seeing the garment for Atreides, figuring it out, and then him surviving the explosion and all that, and what that means, and it's just like, I really like the raid sequence.
God created Arrakis to train the faithful.
That's
One
true.
cannot go against the will of God.
Mm.
That's from the Stiff. Now, one
Yeah,
thing.
what do you think of her dynamic, being a Fremen and then being in the Bene Gesserit, and then like...
I think she's just trying to do whatever she can to survive.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to recall that I believe I had forgotten about something. I can't remember. Let's move on to when they were talking about the virus,
Oh, yeah.
the machine-created virus, and they mentioned Omnius.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
That was my favorite part of the show. There's something in the show that they mentioned that I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Oh right, the Corinos are descendants of the Butlers, Serena Butler. They change their name when they become the family that rules the empire at the end of the Machine Wars, because they make Corrine by the time of Dune, Corrine is the capital, right? That's where the Emperor is. In this, it's I can't remember what planet they're on, but it's something else. Seleucus Secundus, I think. And this is before it gets nuked and becomes the Sardakar's training ground, right? So Seleucus Secundus, the reason why they changed their name from Butler to Corrino is to commemorate the final victory against the Thinking Machines, which took place at the Battle of Corin, which is a planet. Later becomes, but I had forgotten that because she's talking to him and like, hey, the Corinos and then the Butlers before them, and I was like, shit, I knew that. I fucking knew that.
I knew that.
I fucking knew that. So when you think about it, the Emperor of the known universe is descended from Serena Butler, and also the kid who got Mannion Butler, who got killed as a baby, which set off the whole thing.
Oh, Butlerian Jihad.
It's crazy because by the end of that trilogy, there are so many shrines to Mannion Butler all over the Imperium, and none of them are real because his body was never recovered.
Yeah.
But it's you're seeing what religion, what people will do with religion to further their own ends. Like, hey, this is the real baby. Like, they know it's not.
Yeah.
But they do it anyway, and it's like, that's disgusting,
Yeah.
It's a lot. We're gonna see a lot of bullshit like that in the next coming 4 years, America.
Buckle up.
Buckle fuck up, dude.
Buckle fuck up.
Buckle the fuck up.
No, I like buckle fuck up. That's a...
Buckle fuck
That's
up.
the name
It's
of
a
our...
common expression. We use it all the time. In prison.
Buckle fuck up is a belt buckle company that we have. Bucklefuckup.com.
You ever been walking along and your belt buckle just fucks up? Well, we here at Buckle Fuck Up are sick of that shit.
We'll show up and get on our knees right in front of you and fix that belt buckle. And I'm talking like, we're just going to get in. Anyway, so back to...
I was going a different direction, but all right.
I was waiting for you to stop me, and I was like, I guess...
No, I'm not going to stop you when you're producing fucking comedy gold like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. You're special to me.
That's what Atreides said to the princess.
Thanks, man. Is that what you meant?
So he gets arrested because the prince sells him out.
Yeah.
And he's in jail, and she truth says on him. Truth saying? She's truth saying.
No, they don't do that shit in the book, but I do like it as a device to show the audience. I do like it. It's just like the Star Wars bullshit. Like when people get like, "Oh, that's not how they do."
How can a Force Goose use lightning?
Yeah,
it's a made-up religion.
Right. That's why Herbert purists just are like, "Shut up." It's like it's okay for you to show things to people like you who enjoy the stories,
Dummies.
but don't have the fucking time to read 8 fucking 800-page
Yeah.
books.
Yeah, and as someone who doesn't know this shit, I do appreciate things like that. Yes.
Different things like the way they did the
Yeah.
voice in the movie, things like that.
Yeah.
Like there's different ways that you can make in the David Lynch movie. They went way ape shit with it, and they're like, "We have a new weapon using sound." Like, no, you don't. Wasn't in the books.
You know what it does? The weapon goes.
Why you in the name of Little Caesars? Okay.
I can't eat this
I
pizza.
claim this planet for Little Caesars.
Pizza. We're gonna fucking Caesar. Please stop mentioning her name on your podcast.
Please stop it. we get anti-promotion. Hey, we wanted to reach Little Caesars is on the phone.
This
dude.
is not sponsored by Little Caesars.
So yeah, Little Caesars. Do you want us to sponsor you or something? No, we're actually calling you to see if you would cease and
stop.
desist. We will actually sue you if you keep using Little Caesars.
So the princess.
So we can't use Little Caesars anymore.
I thought
we're
those-
sorry, Little Caesars. We are sorry that we messed up your business, Little Caesars. And by no means would we ever be sponsored by Little Caesars.
you think-
Because we love Little Caesars.
Do you think Havico would like Little Caesars?
I think you would fucking love Little Caesars.
You know who he loves? He loves
Francesca. Wouldn't you? She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's apparently. I saw on the after the show thing. They said that she's a big Bollywood star. So that was cool that they like could pull someone like that into this world.
I was
and
trying to
into this.
remember when she first appeared. I was like, I feel like I know her from somewhere, and I don't think I do.
But yeah, she is beautiful.
But here's the thing: is that Americans don't really get or want or care. I don't know what, but Bollywood makes more movies and more money than Hollywood, like just by an exponential amount.
Oh, I mean, RRR was real huge. Like that was a real big deal.
Yeah,
in
I mean,
America. So, that was like I've never seen it, but that was my first understanding of like what a Bollywood movie. Like it's such a weird, like I don't want to say weird, but it's a very interesting thing of like how different their culture is than ours.
Yeah.
in their movies. But anyway,
it would. I haven't looked her up. It wouldn't surprise me if she's appeared in other English language projects.
sure. Yeah.
Because she's a great actress, and again, when she shows up and she has covering over her face, the way she carries herself is attractive.
Again,
you know what I mean?
We talked about it on this. We talked about it last episode. I want to talk about it again this episode. Mark
Languorous.
Strong. Mark Strong is so fucking good.
So fucking good.
And when Francesca shows up, you buy that Havico's in love with her still because
His whole face changes.
he lights up when she unveils. He goes, "Oh, Francesca." He literally says, "Francesca," like as though like, "Oh, my great white buffalo." That's a Hot Tub Time Machine reference if you've seen it.
Oh yeah, never fucking seen it.
Don't see the second one. First one's good. Second one,
The second one is
eh.
my brother and I went and saw it in the theater.
Oh,
The pizza
I am
was good.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know, right?
At least you had some good pizza.
The pizza was really good. It was at Flicks.
So they had I really like, yeah, Mark Strong really sells that Havico's still in love with her. Like every scene that Francesco and Havico have together, like that scene when he's talking with her and she's trying to convince him to like, hey, he is capable of greatness. You just got to give him a chance and believe in him.
Yeah.
Like you just need to push him in the right direction. And he's like, he just wants to fuck. And she's like, yeah, but like he just wants to make you happy.
Isn't that what you wanted to
He's
do?
like, she's like, just give him an opportunity to prove himself to you, because he knows that he was fucking left here because part of the whole Bene Gesserit breeding thing, and so they have that moment, and again, he kisses her, and she's like, "I'm not here to break up your marriage," but she is, and that is one of the things I love about this show. I don't know about you, but I did this with. I noticed I started doing this more with like the Penguin, and I'm noticing myself doing it with this show a lot, where I love it when people are double crossing each other in a show, especially when you're the audience like we are, and you have all the cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think, in a way, I do think Francesca is still in love with Havico too. But I still think she is a true believer of sisterhood above all, right? And I do believe her when she says, "I am not here to break up your marriage." But then she imprints herself on him with this like emotional thing that they do, that the Bene Gesserit do. And it's like, well, you're still the Bene Gesserit, you sneaky. And I love it. I love it when fucking characters are like double crossing. And of course he lets her do it because he's still in love with her.
I almost let her do whatever.
So the ending of it, I know we're kind of brushing over it like some other stuff, but like the ending, you said you were like, wow, there's like a big thing at the end. So yeah, we finally understand Desmond's intentions and why he feels the way about the Bene Gesserit. What did you think of it? First thing I thought, I'm like, are they gonna bang? I in my head,
I thought him and the Empress were gonna bang a long time ago.
well, I thought they were gonna bang there.
She was,
in my head, I was like, wait a minute, we didn't have one last episode.
She seemed like she wanted to bang.
Well, at first I thought Francesca and Havico were going to do it, and then they cut to this, and you're like, are they going to do it?
So we technically don't have a...
That's two in a row we haven't had a sex scene.
Technically we do, because they're about to fuck. Two couples are about to fuck.
They don't, though. I'm talking about humping.
We're talking about loving.
I'm talking about
Fucking.
Fucking in the Dune.
Fucking in the Dune universe.
The Dunes of Arrakis is where we're fucking.
Spice makes sex that much better.
No, it wouldn't.
What?
You wouldn't want spice in all your orifices.
No. I'm saying like...
Think about it. It's got to be like sand.
I'm not talking about it like that. Jeez.
What? Oh, you mean like taking it as a drug?
Yeah.
I meant like fucking in the
No,
dunes
not
of
like
Arrakis.
cocaine. No. Look, we get... I don't know if people smoke spice in the Dune universe or if they just inhale it.
They did.
They do eat it.
But in this show, they smoked it at one point. Didn't they inhale it like a vape?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's just inhaling.
Well, it'd just be like
spice
hitting
dust.
a vape.
Spice. There's spice gas.
We're getting in the weeds. All right. Anyway,
We're getting into weed.
Tyler, I'm interested to see how this thing's how this.
Oh, and of course he's Tula's fucking baby.
Oh yeah, that revelation. Where he says they left me and all that, and then we get because we get that genetic code thing. I'm like, wait a minute, and then I was like, oh my god, because it's so obvious. I'm like, I forgot that he's an Atreides and he's a Harkonnen.
I'll tell you this.
It's crazy.
We're kind of glossing
Sorry.
over the whole. No, you're fine. We're glossing over the whole dream nightmare thing, but they do touch on it. And I
then
think,
Lila comes back eventually.
Right, but I think they pretty much confirm that the nightmare they're having is Leto the Second.
Oh yeah, my prediction.
It's not the reckoning that they're looking at,
but yeah, me saying
it
that
is the future.
That it was
though.
Leto the Second. Because I mentioned
swallowed by a sandworm, it turns to black, and then two eyes staring back at you. That's pretty much Leto, right?
But Valia thinks it's fucking Desmond though. It's actually Leto too. She thinks it's Desmond.
Maybe it is Desmond,
and that's why she was. But I don't know. Well, maybe we find out.
There's a lot of cool. Like I'll say this.
I'm fully accepting if it is Desmond.
I'm all
but I
about
think
it.
it'd be really fucking cool if this is already planting the seeds for Messiah.
Before they revealed that he was her baby, her and whatever Atreides. Probably not the guy she killed. Well, this is how smart I am. I forgot that if a guy has a relationship with a woman
without a condom,
and then he dies, she can still have the baby.
No way.
So obviously, after she killed him,
I said
she had the baby. Okay, but here's the thing: before that was revealed, I was trying to figure out what the fuck Desmond Hart is. Right? What is he? And for a second, I thought maybe he was the first attempt at a Gola. I don't know if there's Golas yet in this universe.
But so you didn't time out. So you didn't pick it up until later that it was that he's Tula's kid?
No, until she found the bloodlines.
No, I figured that. No, that's when I figured it out too.
Yeah,
because I was like, of course. That's what when in my head I was
like halfway through the episode, I'm trying to figure out because
where he came from.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the only thought I came upon, it didn't occur to me at all. That she was in love with this guy. That it's possible that he impregnated her. That they.
That's what I mean. We literally
together.
saw them have sex, so we know that they had sex. So we
At least
knew.
once.
Yeah, that's all it takes, kids. One time.
Honestly, kids, it doesn't even take one time. You get a penis next to a vagina like a couple of inches, that could happen.
You could pre-cum.
Look, there's little sperm.
All I'm saying
dudes,
is,
and they're
wrap
sitting
it.
there and they're jumping.
Point is, wrap
Cross that gap.
it. Wrap it before you tap it. Anyway, Dune prophecy.
Like a little inch. They're like,
Moral of the story is, if you're gonna kill
careful.
a whole family,
be careful with sperm is the moral of the story.
maybe do it after the baby's born. It's just, raising a kid on your own. Maybe not kill the dad is all I'm
What
saying.
would be really interesting to me.
Spare one Atreides.
What would be really, really interesting to me, I would love to see, and I don't know if it's possible based on the books and stuff, or the timeline or any of that crap, but I would love to see Varian Atreides come back and like save some shit, like figure some shit out.
Yeah.
And as far as I can tell, the project that Francesca's been working on is, I believe, Chapter House.
How do you think it? Because I do want to wrap.
Which they're trying
wrap
to
it up here.
Yeah.
How do you think this is going to end? Like,
I
who do you
don't know.
think? Because we ultimately know where this all leads to, right? We all know this leads to
This is
stuff
far
in
enough
Dune.
away from the the
we
Dune
have-
books. It's far enough away that no matter what happens in the series, that's the kind of prequel you can do. Like, hey, this was 10,000 years before
But that's
that.
what I mean, and that's why what I'm saying as we, let's segue into this. Let's talk about. We'll segue into a Skeleton Crew. I think part of the reason. Look at us. Part of the reason
We're like fucking
I'm a
professionals.
little bit disillusioned with Star Wars, and I've talked to you about this, where you enjoyed Obi-Wan a lot more than I did, and different things. And it is that thing of like, you have built this universe that is so wide and massive that fucking build some space. Have some, and so the idea of them doing like that High Republic thing, where it's like it's 400 years away, fine, because you can still have stakes and have fun and play in that world,
The
and then
Acolyte
be
was-
far enough away that it makes sense that they're not mentioned.
The
Because why
Acolyte-
the fuck isn't Din in those other movies? We can talk about that forever.
The Acolyte was incredible. They canceled it, but of course they had to link it to the fucking Skywalkers, didn't they? Didn't they?
This is how they get the idea for
I'm not-
Anakin.
I'm
yeah.
not mad.
Yeah.
I'm not. But of course you did. I swear, if Skeleton Crew ends and they fucking tie it back to Skywalkers, I swear I'm.
You know whose fault this is? Can I just say it? It's the Mandalorian's fault.
Is it Jon Favreau?
It's Jon Favreau, the Mandalorian.
No, but that's where you do get the problem with. And here's the thing: as far as I can tell, there is absolutely zero. I haven't heard one fucking reference to Tatooine at all.
Thank God.
I haven't even heard a reference to Coruscant. Okay, not even that. They're clearly
I'm gonna
like
dust
in.
off. Can I dust off a joke from 2022?
Sure.
Do you think next episode will be the Mandalorian episode, or do you think how many episodes is it? Because
The Mandalorian's gonna come in and save everybody.
I will never fucking forgive them for that.
What a shitty.
Just put those 2 episodes
In
on
the Book
season
of Boba
3.
Fett.
Anyway,
We don't have enough room for Book of Boba Fett.
we could just make it like a fucking Disney Plus movie, but no, we're gonna make a whole
Hey,
series.
Mandalorian dudes, do you have any extra episodes you want to throw our way? Because we're a shitty writing team. We don't really care enough about this character.
But we don't feel that way about the Skeleton Crew. At least Tyler doesn't. I have yet to watch it.
Skeleton Crew is
Episode, what,
wonderful.
3 or 4 now?
It's on 4. Because it was the first 2, and then it's been 2. And
Yeah,
so 3,
because
4.
by the time we've recorded it, so we're four deep. At this point, I should just binge it.
yesterday was 4. So we're recording today on Wednesday. I don't know how many
Wednesday,
shows-
Thursday, Friday.
I don't know how many shows. I don't know how many episodes it is, but you have a couple of days coming off coming up this next week.
I do have Christmas. I could watch them on
I'm
Christmas.
just saying it is a fun. It's a whole family show.
Oh,
It really is. It's
Yeah,
got
because
everything
there's
that
kids.
Star Wars loves. It's got swashbuckling. It's got kids. It's got there's terror, but
Yeah.
there's also
So-
heroism.
Yeah,
I almost said heroin.
We talked about this earlier.
There's also heroin.
We talked about this earlier. Let's kind of get back into it because you and I were having this discussion before we were recording, and it goes back to the thing of like I've never been anyone. Never been anyone.
Never been anyone.
I was never the guy that and I've said it on this show before. I've never read the books, never read any comics. I never did any of that stuff. Like I would only just watch the movies, and I didn't even watch and I was a kid. I was like the prime demographic to be watching that Clone Wars show and shit when that was coming out on Cartoon Network. Didn't care. Couldn't care less.
I've watched some of the Gendy Tartakovsky version.
It's always been a thing with me with like I haven't connected with Star Wars as much, and I have opinions about the sequel trilogy that I've shared on this show.
So have I.
But yeah, I'm wondering, like, do you think this is a show that can get someone like me that has like someone that maybe didn't really care for the Acolyte or really not much for what Disney Star Wars has
man.
done?
I really don't. I would give the first episode a try. What I would say is it's the first two. The first two came out
together, yeah, because Disney Plus always does the 2 episodes.
Look, man, like it when the music comes on at the beginning of the show and the little title card comes up, I get a little misty because it reminds me of like what Star Wars is all about. Forget all the fucking shit on social media and the chat rooms and crap like that, dude. Star Wars is about fun, adventure, and you know, quests and swashbuckling and heroes and villains, you know, and
like all these different, like the different alien races and
droids
and all that shit,
and spaceships and all this cool shit and space knights. So
they're still trying to get back to the ship. That's where we are in this story. Because you said
I'm not going to tell you any more than they have to get back to the ship. And
I feel bad.
They've met this guy named Jod Nananawe. And he says he's a Jedi, and he is able to bring the key from the room into the cell using the Force. Now that's they do get out of the cell, and that's all I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to watch it.
So, do they even? And I don't. Well, have you looked at anything online or like looked up anything behind the scenes of like where this is timeline wise?
As far as I know, it's right around the time of the Mandalorian. But it's so far away, it doesn't fucking matter what time it is.
And this is another thing that frustrates me about Star
Wars. The New Republic exists.
Okay.
What's frustrating? Tell me.
Because it's because
it's okay.
You get to this scenario because now we finally got the 9 movies and maybe not, obviously not the vision that George had, but we've got the 9 movies. We've got 3 separate trilogies. So now you always have to play in that, be like, is this post prequel era or post original trilogy, or is this post sequel trilogy? You know what I mean?
They've stated that it is taking place around the same time, you know, after Return of the Jedi. And
I do want to watch the show. I want to give it a chance and review it.
So the New Republic exists. They've had New Republic stuff on the show and whatnot. The big thing is that when the kids are in the port, and one of the kids tries to get food from like a vendor, and he's like, "Where's your money?" And his dad had given him these credits. And he puts a credit on.
Yeah, you told me about.
Yeah, and he's like, "Where the fuck did you get that?" You know, it's like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "This is an old Republic credit. Like these don't exist anymore." You know.
Yeah.
So there's a whole thing that nobody knows where this planet is, and in fact, except for these kids, everybody thinks it's a fucking made-up story. Except for these kids who actually live there. And
and that's such an interesting. And you don't really see shit like that in Star Wars, yeah.
It's got everything that Star Wars has, though. You know, like, I mean, if you're watching this within like 5 minutes, you'll probably figure out either through some musical, you know, stinger or something that like, oh, this is Star Wars.
It's got that like
it's in the Star Wars universe,
space opera. You know, because I mean, you think about it,
the writing's very good.
It's gotten so big that now you could say like this feels like old school Star Wars, like you know what I mean, like this. And that excites me because I want more. I want more fun, more pulp.
Truth.
Yeah.
This feels a lot like Star Wars combined with E.T. and Indiana Jones.
Oh, okay.
And you fucking hate E.T., you soulless fucking monster.
It's overhyped.
Monster!
Just like Spielberg.
I will never forgive you.
Overhyped filmmaker. I'm kidding. Come on now. I like more of his movies than I dislike. I just think the guy kind of. There's a reason why he doesn't make a lot of movies anymore. Anyway, I'm just saying. Because he's made so much fucking money, he doesn't need to. I'm just saying, recently, he hasn't made any movies that I was like, whoa, I gotta see it.
Dude, you get to the top of your profession, and you're like, all I want to do for the rest of my life is coast off of that.
Why do you think Steven Spielberg gives a shit about what I think?
Exactly.
No, I'm fucking with you because people are so. Spielberg is one of those names where you fuck with people like that. Really,
I
easily.
don't. I cannot go back and change the circumstances of your first viewing of E.T. I can't.
I never saw it. I saw.
You've never
enough
fucking.
of it to be like.
What do you mean?
Not for
Enough
me.
of it.
Not for me. I've seen all the clips.
What clips? Go
All
to
of the
hell.
clips.
No. Until you watch the damn thing from start to finish,
Tyler,
you don't get to tell me that you don't like it.
Tyler,
No, I won't
Bubby,
accept it. Won't accept it.
Bubby, I'm gonna give you a Mad Men quote. I don't think about E.T. at all. Okay, I'm paraphrasing.
I was gonna say.
John Hamm. His character says that
I've seen the
20
future,
years
and there's
before
this
the
movie.
movie comes out.
Well, like 30.
It's in the 60s. And didn't that movie come out in the 80s?
I guess so.
We're off track.
I thought it was in the 50s. Is it in the 60s in Mad Men?
I'm glad that you're enjoying it. I want to give it a
Yeah,
chance.
well, you won't because you hate E.T. because you're a soulless fucking
no,
monster.
not fuck E.T. Yeah, I'm not giving that a chance. I'm talking about Skeleton Crew. Oh, look at me. My finger glows. Oh, I could fly over the fucking
You never
moon.
saw the clip where he gets drunk?
Pepsi?
No, it's beer. What do you mean on Pepsi? Did they change that too?
No, I'm just saying. I figured it was some sort of product.
Because you know they changed the guns into fucking radios for the new special edition. No, they did.
No, I know because
Spielberg actually did that, and I'm
the
like, you
South Park
fucking-
episode gets me.
That-
change it. Everything they use is a walkie-talkie.
The first time they did the first 3 Star Wars special editions, and then they did E.T., and I was like, no, stop special edition
Isn't
bullshit.
that when Lucas famously said, like, well, it's never, a movie's never fully done, She said something like that.
He always, that was it. Well, the technology didn't exist when I wanted to. And like,
Have you
shut up.
seen the special editions from the 90s of that shit-ass fucking Jabba in the scene in the first movie?
Horrifying.
Which is a frustrating thing because the first movie is my favorite. And it's like, ugh.
Because my brother and I have known since we knew about Star Wars, because we read the comic book
Jesus.
adaptation.
It's a microphone.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
No,
It's clipping.
In the comic book adaptation, the script that was sent to the guys who made it, Marvel, the writer and the artist, there's that scene is still in the script where he meets Jabba in front of the Millennium Falcon. Now they don't know there's no description of what he looks like. So in the original, I can show you probably online, in the original comic book adaptation, he's kind of taller and green with like whiskers. And he kind of looks like a cat dude almost. And in the actual footage, which I know you've seen, it's a big fat dude with a fur coat. Right? You've seen the footage.
Dude, I don't even know what the original fucking footage looks like anymore.
The original footage is a dude in a
No, yeah, it's because it's a different story for a different day.
Yeah.
When it comes to fucking capitalism and the fact that the only way that I could watch the original trilogy in the way that I wanted to was buying a fucking VCR and buying the VHSs.
Did you
Fuck you, George.
Yeah, all right. Did you
Fuck you, Disney. Fuck you, Tyler. Fuck you, listener. What were you saying?
Fuck you, listener. What were you saying?
Skeleton Crew, do you have anything?
Did you see the featurette where they're explaining how, like, why Han steps on his tail?
No.
Okay, it's on the very first special edition release of Star Wars, where they explain how they had to incorporate Jabba's, because in the original footage, it's a dude. It's not this giant fucking slug. So they have to incorporate somehow this giant slug. So what they do is when Han stops at one moment, they move they move it in such a way so that he's going behind, but obviously Jabba's tail is there.
Yeah.
So they have Jabba go like because he steps on his tail, and they have him move. They move Han's like footage up.
Oh my god.
Like he's stepping up and over something. I'm not kidding. It's fucking horrible. You should have just left the scene out, dude.
You don't have to do that with Skeleton Crew. It's fine the way it is. What a terrible review.
My point is that this show reminds me why I love Star Wars. It's got all the things that you love about Star Wars, and honestly, like, I don't know, man. What do you want to do? Is it Star Wars? You know, some people might say, is it Star Wars if it's not dealing with Skywalker family? Yeah, you can have Star Wars without dealing with Skywalker family. Absolutely.
Why not?
I
Why
would
not?
love to see some motherfucker take a stab at the fucking Mandalorian Jedi Wars, dude. I would love me some of that shit.
Yeah.
Some ancient Mandalorians and some ancient
All right.
Jedis fucking over the fucking dark saber, fighting and fucking. Star Wars this weekend.
Fighting and fucking. What's going to happen first? We don't know.
We don't know, but you got to be 25 to get in.
21, I feel like. Why 25?
You learned a lot of
Well,
stuff in those 4 years, my
You
friend.
can't come to this show unless you can rent a car.
Exactly. So we can steal it.
That should be a slogan. You can't do this unless you can rent a car. So Creature Commandos, that's what we're talking about. We're recording later than usual, so we're going to be behind about an episode, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Because
Yeah.
once Dune Prophecy's done, it'll be easy.
When do you want to record next week?
Oh, yeah.
Since
'cause
we got
Christmas is next
We
week.
got Tuesday, Wednesday off. I got to do my podcast on Tuesday because there's games on Wednesday for the fantasy football.
Yeah,
so
for Christmas Day.
So my plan is to go to therapy, go down to the station, do my podcast, and then I'm free until Thursday
we'll
morning
figure
at
this
6
out
a.m.
off the air.
So we will probably, again, you're probably
It
listening
might
to
be
this on
regular
Thursday,
schedule next week.
on
yeah.
the Thursday of the episode after the one we're talking about.
Yeah. So anyway, episode 3 of Creature Commandos. I will tell you this again, like very, very similar to the first 2 episodes. This one feels very James Gunn in a way that I was getting emotional about this fucking robot. And that's just how good of a storyteller he is. So, yeah, this whole episode is focused on G.I. Robot and his backstory. And it's what
It's fucking glorious.
I think what's going to make the DCU work is they're going to learn lessons from Marvel, obviously. I would hope the right lessons from the MCU. But I think that James Gunn's approach to this universe is going to be like comic books. And this feels like a comic book miniseries where we have a current conflict that we're dealing with, but this issue is also going to focus a lot on how this character got here. And it's like a regular comic book miniseries where it's like we have to develop these characters in a certain way.
If you do it a certain way, if you do want to make these movies like the comic books, you make the series as miniseries,
which is what this
and
yeah.
every movie is an annual.
Yeah.
An annual is a self-contained story that doesn't, that does affect the other continuity.
And at some point, it's going to converge, because there's going to be a Justice League movie.
It's a self-contained story,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
a miniseries, you can have a bunch of different episodes, so it's not the same as an annual, but it's also a self-contained story that can connect to other stuff. But that's the way I've always looked at it, is if you wanted to do them like comic books, then you would treat every movie like an annual and treat every
And
series like a mini,
which is what we had hoped Disney Plus would do, but that's not what they've done, and
They've tried.
It's been all over the place.
They've corrected a lot, I think, in the right direction.
And what I think is
not having
effective
so many
about this is we're also doing fun things where we thought it was going to be the World War II footage is because it was clips from this episode, and for you real fucking DC nerds, Sergeant Rock.
Yeah,
Are you fucking kidding me?
Easy Company, dude.
Easy Company, Sergeant Rock, like that reference, like damn, like we got that, like fuck yeah.
That's the other thing that, like,
we almost got a Bruce Campbell fucking Sergeant Rock movie. We were this close. This close.
Shit.
I know. Hey, James, please make it.
James is, well, not now.
I guess he can't because Sergeant Rock is some other dude. Yeah.
Well, he could be an older dude.
That's
older version.
I would love
Looking back,
like
on
a
flashbacks.
B movie action movie. An old Sergeant Rock as Bruce Campbell. Give it to me. He's got to rescue somebody. Come on.
Here's the one thing that James Gunn, you can tell when creators really love the comic books.
Yeah.
And
When you
that's
do
like
that,
the
yeah.
deep fucking cuts. That's why, like, the original She-Hulk series by John Byrne is so successful and really good because
Yeah.
John Byrne loves comic books. And he loves the fucking campy dumbassness of some of it. You know what I mean? Like Starro. Starro is sure one of the first villains, but it's a dumb villain. It's a giant starfish.
But it's funny that you say that because of the Suicide Squad
But
and the fact that he did that.
The way
yeah.
that he uses it in Suicide Squad makes total sense and actually makes it kind of fucking terrifying,
the
right?
fact that it could control people. Yeah.
Right, yeah, it's a little fucking freaky. And well, that's in the comics
Yeah,
too,
I
but-
know. Yeah. No, his whole thing is mind control.
But this, you're gonna see a lot of these deep fucking cuts, and
Yeah.
that's something. That's how you know. Like I know James Gunn reads comics because he fucking knows shit that I know. He can bust shit out and go like, "Hey, remember this?"
Well, and again, what I've been saying since day one, where he came out and said, "Read these books." Like he gets it. He's a storyteller, but he also understands that like these. Like I'm gonna be upfront with you guys with this and be like, if this, we're gonna adapt this. Like he straight up said that he brought Tom King on to do his story of Supergirl. Like he's like, I want the Woman of Tomorrow story. Like I want that. Yeah. I don't necessarily know if I think it is gonna be Woman of Tomorrow, so I think it is gonna be that recent series. But that's what I'm saying is like, yeah, and you see that throughout this show. Where you have that Sergeant Rock thing, but then you have all this stuff that's happening currently with the fucking chuds of Themyscira, pretty much.
Sons of Themyscira. Which is
and Cersei and what she's trying to do, and
which is funny because you're saying you're the sons of Amazons, which I mean,
which would be women. Yeah, it's great. It's so funny,
dude. Like, can we talk about the violence porn, the gore porn?
We open it
of
with
this show of this whole episode.
I will tell you this right now,
Yeah.
Tyler. I will never, and I mean this wholeheartedly, I will never grow tired of watching Nazis get fucking obliterated in movies.
Oh, it's so much fun different ways. Like, I loved it when they went like just around and they showed like,
oh
here's
my
one
God.
in the eye,
so the
and
opening
here's one
shot
in the
when
cheek.
he saves
and-
Sergeant Rock. So we get to finally see G.I. Robot finally tell one of his fucking stories. So like when he stands there, he like goes up on the stilts. And then he just and you just here's some brains, here's some of this,
an eye, here's a cheek with some teeth, and here's
just gore.
Here's a half an arm. I will never get tired of that.
It's amazing.
I'm telling you right now, and anybody listening to this who there seems to be maybe trying to be more of a shift towards acceptability of that type of shit, and I'm never gonna accept that type of shit. And as long as you're like that, and as long as you're like, hey, that's okay, I don't want any part of your bullshit, and I'm gonna fucking vote against you, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to get you shut down.
You know what? It makes me think of like.
So yay, killing Nazis.
Well, it makes me think of it makes me think of this church scene in Kingsman when he kills like the Westboro Baptist, like just annihilates the Westboro Baptist church people, essentially.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's gross, it's nasty, but at the same time, it's like, I don't feel bad. Fuck those people. And that's exactly when he's just slaughtering Nazis. I'm like, they're fucking Nazis. Fuck them. G.I. Robot.
And then fucking what's his name? Guy who I can't think of his name right now. The guy who played Yondu.
Oh, Michael Rooker. Yeah.
One of my favorite actors. I can't believe.
Oh, what a fucking.
He shows
cameo.
up as the fucking guy who's like, and when the scene opens and they're in the military surplus store, something's coming, right?
So
know it.
I want
right?
to tell you that sequence. So
It's depicted as like, oh, this is.
I watched
it's
this.
Sweet,
I watched
beautiful.
this. I was working from home, and I watched this episode on my lunch break. I'm like about ready to go. I think like I had synced it up, so like I was about ready to go back to work.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it, and I'm like, son of a bitch. Like when we're gonna meet some friends. I'm like, son of a bitch. Like as soon as but no, I picked up on it immediately too because I had the same thought of like, only certain kind of people, and then he brought him home, and he's like, "Oh, I never served." I was like, "Son of a bitch!"
I thought he was gonna
as
like.
soon as he said, "I never served," I was like, "He's a fucking Nazi."
Right, right, exactly. All those fucks are like never actually served,
Never
right?
did
And
shit.
that's why
Never
they're
saw
fucking
combat.
so pro
Yeah.
combat because
Yeah, they never were.
people who
fucking
have
saw their
were
friends
like,
get
fucking,
slaughtered.
why would I want to be around that like on purpose?
Yeah.
So when he was kind of looking over his military collection, I thought that he was gonna see because all those fucksticks have like Nazi fucking memorabilia, you know.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna see something like that and be like, okay, I gotta kill you. But I did love that he got him to a whole meeting of them.
Oh,
When he walks in and they show the dude with the SS tattoo on his
Can I
neck
just
and he
say-
sees it and he's like,
and we've said this before on the show.
something's going on
We
here.
said this before on the show. We said this before on the show.
Yeah.
Look, we get it. Nepotism exists, and we get it. That happens, and like it pays to know people, and there's connections. And I get that he's James Gunn's brother, but Sean Gunn fucking is so good as G.I. Robot, and he's such an underrated actor. I love Sean Gunn, and I just want to say, fuck anybody that thinks, oh, he just gave his brother a job. No, his brother got a job because his brother's good. I want to be clear about that. Like yes, he gave his brother a job, but like I'm so sick of that
I'll do you
narrative.
one
I
better.
just want to be clear because we've said it a million times, but I just want to be clear. James Gunn can fucking hire whoever the hell he wants because he's gonna hire who he thinks is best for the job, and it just happens to be that he thinks his brother could do this job.
I'll do you one
Well,
better.
and he's
I'll
right.
I'll do you one better. Remember Sam Raimi's brother
Yeah, Ted.
and Ron Howard's brother?
Yeah, Clint.
Okay. Ron Howard's brother has kind of made his own thing all over the
Character
place.
actor.
Right. And Sam Raimi's brother, not so much. He's been in other stuff. But here's the thing about Sean Gunn is, A, he probably knows what his brother wants without his brother really having to tell him much. So, of course he wants... It's the same reason why, like, Sandler keeps bringing his buddies back on every movie.
It's easier to work with people
He
that you've
know-
worked with before.
I know that he's on the same page as me.
I'm sure James Gunn has a lot of the same crew that he's
Sean
worked with.
Gunn
Yeah.
probably has a lot of experience with mocap by now, I mean, oodles of experience, not as much as probably, the guy.
But I'm sorry. I just wanted to, I'm so sick of that.
I'm just
people
saying,
always
I was
criticize
gonna-
Gunn
I
for
was
doing
gonna do
that.
you one better, and I didn't. Let me finish that. I don't care if the only reason Sean Gunn is in movies is because his brother gave him that first job. Because to me, every job that his brother has either given him or that he's earned from his brother, he's knocked out of the park. So I don't care if the reason why he's in movies is because of his brother being a
No,
whatever.
exactly. And this episode proves it because he's
Okay.
so fucking good in this episode. So good. Like, and this is what I mean.
This ain't
like,
Frank Stallone we're talking about, okay?
This particular scene, it's just the board. Just
sorry.
this particular scene has a moment of when he realizes it's Nazis, which this subtlety of it, where he's just like, oh, Nazis, and then just
When
doesn't.
they first walk in, you don't really know, and then
yeah,
you
he's kind of confused a
I
little bit.
saw there's a dude like sitting down with a crew cut, and he had an SS
As
tattoo.
soon as he
the
walked-
lightning fucking
This is what I'm talking
things.
So I'm talking about where I was
Yeah.
going. I was
And I'm
wrap.
like, I know, yeah.
It was coming towards the end of my lunch break, and this is the moment when he walks in. Before I see anything, he walks into that room, and there's more. I'm like, I fucking knew it. Is what I said. And then I saw a Confederate flag, and then I saw the fucking swastika, and I was like, oh God, this is gonna be awesome. And then, yeah, when he just goes, what did he say? Did he say "die Nazi scum" or something like that?
Something like that. But he
And just
starts blowing
fucking
him away. Yeah.
no hesitation, and you just see it go through his fucking eyeball and blow out his brains. And I love it because it's James Gunn being like, "Do you get it yet? Fuck off, Nazis! You're not welcome."
let me just state, being in a media role, I know that something happened earlier this week that that happens every other fucking day in this country.
Oh yeah.
We're not making light of that. And I just want to acknowledge that is on a lot of people's minds. We don't want to conflate the two. Okay, I'm acknowledging that happened and it's a tragedy. now that we've acknowledged that, let's move back to this
You can still
really fun
enjoy this.
show
Yeah.
that you know what I mean? Like, I don't condone, and we've talked about this before. We don't condone violence
real
against
violence
other
is
people,
awful and
right?
horrifying.
But when you're talking about a cartoon and you can do it so beautifully,
Not even so much. Just when it's this fictional thing,
It's so-
and when they're killing Nazis.
every other shot is a different one. One guy gets shot in the arm and then in the
But
chest.
just,
and then
I love the fact that
cheek
and then that's how he gets it. But and then easy way to make me care about a character is that they fucking hate Nazis, and I'm like, well, I already have that in common.
yeah. Why do you think I love Indiana Jones?
But it's a really kind of like beautifully sad sequence of that montage of him just sitting there and the cobwebs growing on. He's just, and it's again perfectly James Gunn that he takes this quirky thing of like his sole purpose is to kill Nazis, and is happiest when he's just killing Nazis. That like you feel for him, and you're like, oh.
I feel
Just
bad.
let him kill some Nazis,
I feel bad
guys.
that he's gone now.
Yeah.
Sucks.
No, that ending tore my heart out. That's what I mean. Classic Gunn, where I was like, oh, man. And then that beautiful moment where Rick Flag just goes, yeah, they're Nazis. And he just... And the fucking scene of him spinning and then turning himself into a drone. I'm like, what is this? And I'm like... Pure comic book... shit. And that's why I love it, because like we've been saying this whole time, James Gunn just fucking gets it. Like that, it's the perfect level of insanity. And then he gets fucking destroyed, and I'm like,
you can make the point that not
It's so
everything
sad.
James Gunn.
it's not for everybody.
You can make that point, but I do have to say that if you have a heart and you have a soul, and I'm not being facetious, if you feel things and you have a heart and you're compassionate and kind and you get humor, you're gonna like what James Gunn does. You're gonna, because at the core of everything that he does is heart and soul. And I know that's kind of cliched to say that, but it's true. Every time we talk about James Gunn stuff, we always
There's
always
always
come
a
back
level
to
of heart, yeah.
that is exactly what makes his stuff so good. Underneath all of the other stuff, there's always that heart about family and caring about one another.
Well, and like your brother was saying, talking about Crypto, because Crypto's going to be in Superman. And I agree wholeheartedly with him, too. It's just like, I absolutely believe Crypto is going to be such a touching, sweet moment, like a part of that movie. Because you see it in everything. Rocket and Groot with the Guardians. You've seen it with what he did with King Shark and Suicide Squad. What he's doing with all of the characters in this show. So much so that in that moment when they save the princess, and it's Weasel just clawing the shit out of her, and then Phosphorus burning her face. I had the same reaction that Flag had, where I was like, what the fuck? Because I was feeling for these misfits. I was feeling for, and then she goes, well, you wanted monsters, you got monsters. And it's like, fuck, man.
Well, I think
And I can't wait.
I think we can see from the next on blurb that it's clearly going to show that Weasel was trying to save kids.
Did I miss something? Are they implying that Phosphorus studied GI Robot? Because it's Alan Tudyk again. It's his voice in the flashback. And I was thinking about this.
Oh, I don't know.
Because
Possibly.
I mean, I sure maybe they could have run out of voice actors, but I feel like that was a choice to intentionally have Alan Tudyk be in that flashback. So and that's what I'm thinking about too. Like the Weasel episode, I'm sure will be interesting and fun, but I am more trying to figure out, like, I want to get to Phosphorus' story again, like a comic book miniseries. When we were doing Defenders, I was like, well, I want to get to this guy. Like, this is good. I like this. I like where this is going. But I want to get to this. I want to get to this. And that's why I want to know about fucking Phosphorus, because I feel like he is tied to G.I. Robot in some way.
Agatha kind of did this a little bit. The Boys kind of does this, where they do like, okay, this is going to be, his episode, and this is going to be her episode,
Yeah,
and
that's because next episode is going to be Weasel.
But I think that's what you do if you have a certain number of shows or a certain number of episodes, and you have a certain number of characters, and it kind of matches. why wouldn't you do something where you're like, hey, this is the first episode. We're going to introduce you to everybody. We're also going to give you a deep dive on one character. And the next
this
one,
one's
we're going
to be about the bride.
and
this
continue
one's
about the story, but we're
yeah.
also going to have a deep dive.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, there's through line, but then you have the flashbacks.
I'm going to give a lot more crap about the characters than,
So much so that when G.I. Robot bites it, I'm like, oh.
So sad.
And good storytelling, because I really fucking hate Cersei, Cersei, whatever.
Well, I don't know, man. If she's
then she's
right,
like, you doomed the world.
If she's right,
We'll find out next
she had
week.
a piss poor piss.
And can I just say,
no.
no, if this is, as a guy who used to do, and maybe we will bring it back as we get closer to more DCU projects, but as a guy who loves DC animation, has always been a huge fan of DC animation, I really, really want more and more people to watch this show and support this show, because if this is the beginning of what we're gonna get, not only just the DCU but the animation, I'm so fucking excited.
I'm fucking turgid.
You bet your ass. I'm like a diamond in a sandstorm.
Engorged.
I'm fucking like a. Anyway, let's talk about. I'm not even gonna try.
That's clearly Jim Gordon
no.
carrying him.
That is Ned Flanders. Incorrect. We're talking about
Oakley Dokley.
Oakley Dokley, absolute Batman.
No telling what kind of damage he could do if Baby Jesus got loose. One of the best Flanders quotes ever.
Absolute Batman number 3. Could be one of the interesting issue, I will say. Scott Snyder, Nick Dragata is on the art.
Before we go on,
Hold on, who's the ink and all that?
there's a third name.
Or is it Dragota? I don't know. Anyway, Nick Dragota or Dragota. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing it. Colorist Frank Martin. Letterer Clayton Cowell.
So before we go on, there's a level of disbelief, I believe, in comics that you kind of have to have.
Oh, here
You
we
have
go.
to suspend you have to suspend your disbelief to a certain degree to enjoy comic books. It's just to enjoy really any story, any
yeah,
fiction,
yeah.
right? Some require more than others. As this absolute Batman continues, I feel like my resolve and my willingness to suspend my disbelief is being tested more and more.
Okay.
You know what I mean? A little bit.
Could we have a Cheetos flaming hot take?
No,
In the name of Little Caesars, explain yourself.
in the name of Hardee's.
Chester Cheetah, your lawyer.
Shit, we're fucked.
You fast food lawyer.
You fast food lawyer. If I can't get you acquitted in 10 minutes or less, it's free.
So tell me more. Tell me more. Like, did you have a car? Like, why do you feel this way about Absolute Batman number 3?
I just, at some point, like, I mean, I don't. You have these party animals, and like every day they go out and slaughter like 1,000 people, like in the streets, like in public. It's like, what? Like, I get it. I get again that these things, you're not meant to look too deeply into them, because then they kind of unravel the story. What you're meant to do is you're meant to take it as, wow, shit's bad. Right? That's what you're meant to take it as. You're not meant to actually count up the numbers that they use.
Yeah. Can I say something?
No.
Somebody somewhere sometime said that this book this is Scott Snyder's version, or this is how Scott Snyder would do a Dark Knight Returns story.
Okay.
Like, it's very much him. And you could see that with the mutants and the party animal. Like, there's connections to make there.
Sure.
And I think that doesn't bother me as much, because it does remind me very much of... I know what you mean, because I had a similar... Like, I can just suspend my disbelief a little bit more, I guess, because I did it with Batman, or like with The Dark Knight Returns, because the mutants kill a lot of fucking people in that story too, but you're like, whatever, it's just the thing. But I get what you mean, because there's a couple panels where I'm like, how many people are alive in Gotham at this point?
Yeah. I mean, is anybody even living there? I mean, would you even want... I mean... Yeah, it
Yeah,
seems
get the
like
fuck out of
it seems
Gotham.
like you've got to tone it down to a point where it's like, okay, it's a little more believable. But then again,
But this is also a 5-issue
I'm,
arc.
I am also I fucking hate people who are like, bring realism back into comic books, bring grittiness. Like, shut up. I don't want realism and grittiness. I do want, I don't want it to be so fantastical. It's like, that's stupid. But like, I don't really care for, the Black Mask whole arc. I don't really care for it. I just don't understand
really?
the point of
So
killing
you're kind
so
of
many
like
people.
So
and
you
shit.
you and I both love the first 2 issues. So
Yeah.
you're not. This is the first issue where you're like, okay, this isn't as good as the other 2. Like, this is the first time you're like,
not so.
maybe you're seeing a little bit more
I
cracks
still think
in the armor.
I still think it's right up there with the Wonder Woman. I still think Wonder Woman and Batman are still right up there. Superman is catching up, but only because issue 2 was okay. But I still really like this story. It's just, here's the thing. I don't really like that he has the villains as like his buddies. It doesn't make sense to me.
I haven't been a huge fan of that. But then this is where
the flashbacks with Selena when he's a kid. Haven't we been through that with X-Men First Class, right? I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Enough with some of the stuff. And
let me just say, I had these thoughts too, and I've been saying that for the last 2 issues, and I'm not 100%.
I hate how he draws fucking human fucking faces. I hate it. He is a bad human face drawer. There's so many points where they show Batman in this sequence from the side, and his nose looks like a fucking penguin. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I wholeheartedly disagree.
Fine.
I will argue that Bruce still looks a little weird to me. I will concede that. Okay, but I think I like the art a lot. So I don't see.
I still do too. It's just I don't know
like
why.
that. You think that's too pointy? I disagree. Isn't that shot like I'm pointing at a specific panel? But anyway,
No.
Again.
I'll keep your pace. I just want to find it. Here. What is that? What is that?
I think you're being nitpicky.
You're nitpicky.
You're being
You're
fucking
being a
nitpicky
nitpicker.
to be nitpicky. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time we've done this. Tyler,
Why?
drum roll, please.
Why?
The new
Why are we
Aquaman
even
series.
caring? Why are we even
Tyler,
caring
can you
anymore?
give me a little drum roll?
Yeah.
It's time for the Batman bias.
Oh, I got a phone call.
It's God. So God hung up.
Jesus called and I said no.
Not today.
Not today,
Call
JFC.
me on Sunday, but not when the Vikings
Not
play.
when the Vikings play. Give me a call after 3:30 on Sunday. That's after the Vikings play. I hope you recorded that.
Oh yes, I have.
Oh boy.
Hello, future us. I get what you're saying, and I think, but I want to employ the Batman bias here. Batman is my fave. I love that guy. So I am
When
gonna.
he turns a demolition truck into a
That's what I'm
Batmobile,
saying.
then he turns it into a bat sub.
Just like what I said earlier. With the don't you start talking. Just like I said earlier, with the mutants and the party animals. I'm going to be a little bit more. I'm going to forgive everything that you just said because, yeah, you turned a goddamn truck into a Batmobile, Tyler.
Also,
a Transformer.
I know you're sitting here and you're defending it against my perceived slights, but didn't you laugh at me or didn't you tell me like, "What, black coin?"
I'll get to that.
Yeah.
So the first thing that I'm like, okay, again, I've always been a big fan of Snyder. I've talked about it on the show. And I love so much his ability to pace and ramp. And I know, and I do understand where you're coming from. There are some things where I'm like, I don't necessarily like how that character looks or some things like that. I still think he's way too huge, Bruce. But the way that Dragata panels, he panels it very similar to how he did on like East of West and shit, where he packs so many panels inside a page, and it does so much for not only storytelling in terms of like you can put these smaller things in and show him typing in something or a close up on a certain character. Like it's just and so that whole sequence when he gets out of the elevator from where we left off in the last issue, and he's driving this thing, and Alfred's trying to get inside of it, and he won't let him do it, and he goes, "You got 30 seconds to tell me why I should let you inside this fucking thing," and they have their conversation, and then I just love it because it still does that it does what these absolute books should be doing, and it takes familiar ideas, familiar characters, and mixes it up a little bit, but keeps the chemistry. So we're going to take Alfred and Batman's dynamic, and we're going to throw out that he's his butler / father figure. We're going to throw out that we're going to keep the idea that he was military. We like that, right? But we're going to change it to he's a fucking covert spy. And now their banter is in the field fucking people up. Interesting, right? Like, okay, this is what I'm here for. And like that opening sequence, I'm like, fuck yeah, man. That's why I love this. And then when he's like, we need to abandon this thing and find a vehicle and go fast. And he's like, I pretend you didn't say that. And then turns the tank into the Batmobile. Like, that's just so fucking cool. And
homemade jet engines.
And when he uses the machine gun, it doesn't shoot bullets. It shoots little bat emblems that are electrified. Yeah. And he's just like, what?
Oh, dude, you skipped right past the wrecking ball with the fucking symbol on it.
I wanted to talk about that too. Well, yeah. Again, pacing and paneling and how good the dialogue is, that they're having a full-blown conversation bickering while he has dropped a wrecking ball behind him and wiped out a whole group of cars and blown them up. And it's just a casual conversation.
And then he jacks him out.
Yeah, no. So he's like, tell me you got a way out of this. And he says the lever's right in front of you. Alfred pulls it, shoots him straight up in the air. Batman fucking backs the Batmobile into the water because he knows this is where the drainage system is, loads it, like rides it in the car down through the fucking sewage into his Batcave. Like his version of a Batcave. I'm like, and you and I have talked about this so much, and we love the staple of this absolute Batman. Him knowing the guts of Gotham is such a fucking cool storytelling dynamic.
We really like it. I like it.
So then we kind of experiment some more with this. This sequence I could do without.
I can do without. I don't want him to be best friends with fucking Ed Nigma. Okay. You know what I mean? With the Riddler.
But
what is this robot that he's got?
Stop?
Now.
Listen to me. I think the implication is that Edward, at some point in the series, because I don't think they really said. I'm sure that like the Zoo, this arc will be 5 issues. But this is going to be an ongoing series, so I don't know when he's going to stop doing it. Yeah. I am thinking that he is planting the seeds, and this is me just guessing, that Edward's consciousness is going to get downloaded into this robot, and this robot is going to actually be the Riddler. Right?
Sure.
That's my guess.
Sure.
Totally guessing.
Sure.
So then we cut.
No, and you know what? Sure, that sounds cool.
So then we cut to Harvey Dent calling Batman saying, like, I got some fucking dirt. And he's trying to help him out. And then we see Commissioner Bullock, Harvey Bullock, meet up with Black Mask. So I want to get your take on this. So this next few pages and this whole bit right here, you could put side by side next to like East of West. And that's probably why I dig it so much. Just because of this has Dragata's style and paneling all over it. And I think it just works so... The dude just knows how to fucking pace action. Like, it just is such an interesting, cool, crazy sequence where we show Roman Sionis, his Black Mask, fighting this prize cage fighter or whatever. Gets him in an armbar, snaps his leg. The guy keeps fighting as he's crawling away, takes another leg and snaps that. And then puts him in a chokehold and pretty much kills him while he's trying to negotiate with Harvey Bullock. Yeah. And you even see his eyes bulging out, and they're red. And I'm like, okay, so now we're also going to imply, I guess the whole idea behind this sequence is to show that, like, oh, not only is Black Mask this criminal mastermind, he's also, as far as I remember, actually the first time we've seen him interpreted as a physical threat to Batman, because he's always just been a mob boss.
Well, he's clearly small. Like, I mean, he's wiry, but he's not big. Like, but it shows clearly the guy is about as big as Batman, right?
Yeah.
So
the guy that he took down,
almost implying,
and that's saying it like, but it's gonna take more than just his brawn to beat this guy. Yeah. And then we have another flashback, or we have the sequence of and I love. There are some parts of shortcoming in the art, but goddamn, I wanted to get to this sequence. So there's a sequence of this right here. There's a panel. There's a wide shot of Alfred spying on
his woman.
His wife, ex-wife, and it's just the color, everything about this panel is cool and awesome, and like the perfectly shade on the sunglasses, and it looks like a shot from a movie. And that's what I've always said about what Snyder's been able to do with the artists that he's like his writing, and the artists that he's been able to work with have been like, his stories are always super cinematic. And like that shot right there, I was like, damn, that looks like that could be in a movie, you know? Mm. And I know that I will say this about Alfred. His look has grown on me. When I first saw him, I thought he looked stupid, but I'm kind of grown on me. So yeah, the issue ends with him being like, I hope. Also, there's also the thing that at the beginning where he says, take a deal with Black Mass so you can fund this thing and make it bigger, to take his money to build it. And so yeah, now we're getting the idea of like, okay, now we're gonna lean into the usual trappings of our usual story of what Batman is, right? But we're still gonna be like, what if this Batman goes to the level of taking money from a criminal to, become, the Batman that we know? Yeah. Before that, yes, I made a joke because there's the helmet. We find out what the helmet is and how it works and how they can all communicate with each other, is they're all in a network. And you can't kill these helmets because there's always a connection.
Yeah. You didn't go to the last page.
What? The fucking Joker thing?
No.
What?
Go to the next page.
Oh, when he said he took the deal, but I'm trying to explain it.
Okay, we'll leave it open while we can look at it.
Because I want to talk about the helmets. Okay. And he says, oh, it's a cryptocurrency called Blackcoin. And I said, really? Blackcoin? But I get what the point was. Scott put that in there because he wants me to hate these guys even more. And how do you do that? You make them fucking crypto bros. And I'm really going to fucking hate these guys. But yeah, he's like, at the end of it, because he finds out his mom is still alive in this, remember. She is deputy mayor stepping in while Gordon's in the hospital. And he's like, they're attacking officials.
Yeah.
You need to stop doing this. And that's the moment when he realizes, okay, I got to fucking take that money. Because if I'm going to stop these dudes, I'm going to need more arsenal and more than... Because Alfred's whole thing is like, you're going to need more than just your wits and your fighting. Like, you're a genius, but think of what you could do with more money if you can actually fund this. And I don't think he's actually going to take the deal. I think this is... He's doing this to just get closer to Roman. I don't think he's actually going to do it.
No. Yeah, I'm not... I'm still. I think we're committed at this point to listening.
Well, at least I want to finish the zoo.
Reading all 5 issues of each of the series. I think.
At least this arc, yeah.
I want to see how each of these arcs plays out in Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. All absolute.
I'm definitely probably gonna get the I don't want to go that bold because I don't know how the next 2 issues are gonna be. But at this point, I'm kind of like. I'm definitely thinking of picking up the trade when it comes out for sure. Because I'm really digging this book. I really love it.
I still like it.
Every issue has had a moment where I'm seeing something new for Batman, and it's been a long time since I've felt that way. So it's really cool.
Yeah, that's actually really cool because that's one of the things I was like, oh, that's neat, even though it's really stupid with the axe. And we've only seen it that once.
Everything that he does, you and I were, how many times?
People were flipping out like it's going to be every issue he pulls it off.
Let's keep calling back. It's the thing of what we talked about. It's that level of camp. Each issue has had some crazy serious moments, like with Roman killing that dude, but like it's also had moments where he was driving a fucking dump truck that turned into a car, Tyler.
There was this thought, moving forward, before this started coming out, there was this thought that, like, oh, what is that stupid bat symbol? And then they showed the preview, and they were like, oh, it's an axe. And everybody was like, what? I mean me. I was like,
I still hate that
what?
logo.
That's stupid. And when it came out in the comic, it was like, oh, that's cool.
I still hate that logo, though.
I do too, but here's the thing. That axe was like a one-time deal. I seriously doubt if we ever see it again.
Dude, and that's another reason what I love about what Scott's doing with this character, with his this absolute Batman thing of like, okay, you know what? We probably never will. Because he's poor. He can't reproduce it.
No, but what I'm saying, it was a
You know what I
way
mean?
for the art. It was a way for the writer and artist team to be like, check this shit out.
Let's do something cool.
Like, he's resourceful, man. He just,
You know how many times I've like heard interviews, and it's a lot of the times it's writers being like, you know what? Yes, I have a story and things I want to do, but sometimes I just want to see whatever artist draw some really cool shit. You know, because like you and I said we were going to debate because I thought I was going to finish it. I haven't finished it yet. I have the first arc of Immortal Thor. I've been reading through it, and I'm like, this is awesome. And you said you didn't really like it that much, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It did not trip my trigger like Immortal Hulk did.
But I will try and get that finished because
It's Al Ewing.
But I love it.
I was like, oh, cool.
I've read
deconstructed the Hulk in such a way that nobody really has since Peter David.
I read the first two.
Oh, I wonder what he's going to do with Thor. Nothing.
Okay.
Did you even start reading it?
I read the first two. I'm halfway through the second issue because I had to stop reading it.
What's the deal with the giant? What is that? What is that, like, old god thing or whatever the fuck is going on there? What the hell is that? What is it?
Why don't you read the whole series?
I read the first
whole arc.
3 issues, and I'm like, this is fucking boring. Wow. And the art isn't even that good.
I think you and I were reading a different book.
I think we were.
This was also
Why were you
around
yelling?
the beginning of when they started calling Loki the god of stories too. This is like the beginning of that. Excuse me.
Or you can eat my ass.
Well,
What was that all about?
well, no,
Unnecessary.
I want to tell you a funny story to kind of because we're wrap it up. So I felt like, funny enough, we had been doing a lot of DC books. So I'm like, let's balance it out a little bit.
Oh, did you want?
I don't know what
I thought you were holding your hand out.
No, I was high five. Let me hold your hand, buddy. So I was like, I want to read some more Marvel books. And I went to my local library, and they had Immortal Hulk.
It's pronounced library.
Library. They had Immortal Hulk, so I picked that up because I wanted to check that out. I want to read the fucking Roxxon Hulk. Not Immortal Hulk. Immortal Thor. The Roxxon Thor one. Did you ever see that?
Huh.
Al Ewing. It was during this run. He did it was Thor that was sponsored by Roxxon or something. It's like a satirical issue. I'd have to find it.
Like, man, you're gonna try and get all,
Anyway, point is this. I found that, but then I found the I don't know if it's Gary or Jerry, but is it Jerry Dugan or Gary Dugan?
Gary, I think
it's Gary.
I want to say Jerry.
Well, Dugan Posehn.
Anyway,
Brian Posehn was also is it Posehn? The
Posehn,
comedian Posehn.
Yeah. Anyway,
he was the co-writer with Dugan on Deadpool for a long time.
oh, okay.
And I have a bunch of the floppies of that run. I didn't get covers from this. So they're all gross. I don't know why I keep them. I guess heirlooms. No, not heirlooms because they're worth nothing. Point is, I found that somebody had like the whole entire run. So I went and found where I kind of ended it.
Yeah.
Where I'd stopped getting the regularly. And I fucked up because I grabbed two. I grabbed Immortal Thor. I grabbed Volume 2 of Transformers, which I can't read that. And then I grabbed Volume 4 and Volume 6. Because either somebody had taken Volume 5 or I had not paid attention. But I took this Deadpool book and I got Volume 4 and Volume 6. And I'm like, son of a bitch.
Read Volume 4 and take 6 back.
No. I'm going to skip Volume 5 and then I'm gonna take Volume 5 and Volume 7, and then wrap it up with Volume 8 because I think it's only 8 volumes. But so I'm excited to read those. I'm back into reading comics again. It's not like I didn't, but I mean like multiple.
If I could read comics and I could afford it,
yeah,
I would do it all the time. Actually, I wouldn't because
you know what I need to do? I need to, and this is not something we need to talk about on air, but I need to. I'm gonna do it anyway. I want to find Kid Cudi's comic book.
Yeah, we do.
The Moon Man or whatever. Moon Man.
We gotta
I want to find that. Because the songs that he released for it are fucking amazing. So
we gotta find that.
I'm sure if I check our local comic book shops, I could find it.
Comic book
Because they
shops.
they just released the first trade for it. So
I realized I did ask at both, and neither one of them really was able to help me. So I assumed that it was.
I might just have to order it from Image.
I believed I was
or
going to
Amazon.
open it, order it online, offline.
I'll do it.
Online, offline.
I'll buy it. I want to read it.
I'll buy it.
It better be fucking good,
Better
Kid
be
Cudi.
fucking good, Kid Cudi.
Or Scott
Scott.
Mescudi.
Yeah.
That's his real name.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.